person that went to you, though.
Is that a question?
I think
My job was to regulate.
The question's been asked and answered. Yes, ma'am.
How many years have you investigated our history and brought forth in your many college papers the degree that you've received, and how much have you helped our tribe's young people with their running and their activities out here?
Throughout my lifetime, I've been involved with the tribe. I was the race director for 5K race when we hosted the first gathering, the first Potawatomi gathering in 1998. I was the race director in 2007, 2008, 2009. It's grown each year. I've been instrumental in the Indian Olympics that happen every July. I don't know how many of you participated in that event, but in 2007, there was a situation where the first place trophy was awarded to another tribe. I took it upon myself to take it up with the scorekeepers, and they went through the accounting of the scorekeeping for that event, and the bottom line is we left with the first place trophy. The second year, the same thing happened. The first place trophy was awarded to another tribe, and Jonathan Gardner and I did an investigation for about a month. Me, of course, as a volunteer, I don't work for the health department, but we got that situation straightened out too, and both first place trophies are next door in the trophy case of the health department.
And your Indian history?
My Indian history? Well, I've been involved in researching the tribe throughout my life. I've been directly active within the tribe throughout my life. I was a volunteer for the cleanup prior to the 98 gathering, which lasted 3 weeks. We worked under the direction of John Watson, who's the brother of Frank Watson here. That was the first time I've been truly active in a lot of the activities out here. But I've done my best over the years, even when I didn't live here, to be involved.
When I'm not researching history.
Yes, the first paper I wrote was in 10th grade, and it was probably about a 15-page paper on the history of the tribe.
Chris, and then this lady, and then you, ma'am.
I'm going to make a quick question or a quick comment before the question I make. The question is going to be similar to the one that I made. I worked with Nat on the Gaming Commission, and no one fought harder for tribal members than Nat. We'd have people come with some issues, and as a non-biased person, you did bend over backwards to get tribal members in there. Now, my question to you is the same as I've asked before. AGRA requires the economic development plan. What would your plan include?
Well, my two top priorities are protecting our elders and providing opportunities for our youth. I want to extend housing opportunities and housing funds to our elders to take care of them, and I want to improve healthcare benefits. Healthcare accounts for about 56% of our non-gaming budget, but we've never had opportunities like we have today. We've never had the resources, and I want to further expand it from there. I'm very proud of the opportunities that exist for our youth today. The summer camps that we offer, the trips out of state, opportunities to go to a Tigers game, a powwow, and certainly the education is also a top priority for me. And not only to enhance our scholarship funds, but to provide opportunities to facilitate that. After-school programs, summer programs, things like that. I think should be enhanced. Those are my two top priorities.
Would you advocate building on the T Drive property, houses?
I think it's too early to even look into that. I think we have to evaluate our situation and evaluate. As I say, I think our top priority for long-term security should be expanding our gaming property to be able to maximize its revenue.
Yes, ma'am.
Nat, is it true that you're using internet resources such as Facebook, etc., to intimidate tribal members to vote for you?
Absolutely not.
Yes, ma'am.
Last fall, we were both working at the casino, you on Gaming Commission. I remember approaching you outside of work with a non-work related issue. And you replied, and I quote, "Do you know who I am and who my mother is? I can have your job." I want to know how today, if you were to be elected at tribal council, how would you resolve issues that you disputed?
Well, I'm not going to talk about your situation, but I can say I've protected every single tribal member to the best of my capabilities, and the furthest extent, including you. I don't really understand your question the tribe's membership can count on me for everything. I mean, it's not about me, it's about you. The reason I'm so passionate about this year's election is we have an opportunity for success and an opportunity to provide security for all of our members for 7 generations to come and far beyond. To provide for our elders and support our youth in all of their endeavors. Our past tribal councils have dreamed about this, but they never got a chance to touch it, and they certainly never got a chance to work with it. But with opportunity for great success also comes vulnerability and risk. When I ran the Gaming Commission, I saw how the objectives of our management company don't always coincide with our tribe's best interests or our tribe's values. Just as we have an obligation to them, they have an obligation to us. I don't believe that they're living up to their obligation when it comes to us as owners having a voice that we're entitled to have as owners, or the obligation when it comes to tribal employment preference. We need to hold them accountable for their contractual obligations to us. We used to have a tribal chair that stood up to them every single day when our management company would call an operating expense a tribal expense, or when they would call a manager's expense an operating expense, in an attempt to decrease their expenses by increasing ours, which was an attempt to boost their profits by lowering ours. She would ask our management company personnel to leave the room so that the owners could discuss matters privately, not the other way around. We need tribal council members with the tenacity to read contracts, be prepared, and the strength to fight for our tribe's best interests. Because when I think of the things that make me most proud of this tribe, I don't think of gaming. I think of our elders being able to live comfortably with health benefits and financial stability. I think of our children getting a chance to go to Washington, D.C., or to the Potawatomi Gathering in Kansas last year, or a Tigers game, and know that they can someday attend a university if they wish to. Our tribe's future depends on the next few years, and the time to act is right now. Tomorrow will be much better than today if we make the right decision. Thank you very much. Chief Witch.